everybody, it's Sky here and welcome to my channel. So today let's talk about why you should not have a second conversation with someone who you initiated contact with, whom you met online. Yeah. Okay, before I go there, let's talk about about your first conversation. When you have your first conversation with someone that you met online, and the conversation is just uplifting, it makes you smile, you want more, of course, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, that's a second conversation. So that's why I only want to talk about why you should not make a second or have a second conversation with a person. Number one, the conversation in the beginning, it started out pretty nice, as far as just exchanging what you like to do, and then suddenly it went south. Why or how? It went south because the person tend to be a bit angry. And you hear that because some things that you may say that you like, or some things that you may say that you do, they kind of attack it. Even though they may try to be, have a little couth about them while they're attacking it, but they attack it nonetheless. Which means, of course, it makes you uncomfortable. That's pretty much a no-brainer. The conversation makes you uncomfortable. If it started out nice, and it start to go south, yeah, that's not a second conversation. Pay attention to that, especially with the attack. If they're attacking on things that you do, or being sarcastic about things that you like, because that can become a problem later on. Okay, the second thing is that the conversation actually turns you off as far as the way the person speak or the way the person perceive things. It just completely you don't even really understand where the person's coming from. Of course, everybody's perspective in life is totally different. We see things different. Well, guys, this is where it comes in with compatibility. In order to be compatible, you don't have to see eye to eye on everything, but most of the things, especially your perception of things, it's understandable, or it's like-minded. That's when you're compatible. When it's totally off course of the way you see things, you're not compatible. So when you start to see that in a conversation, you don't see a conversation. Okay, when you start to hear that in the conversation, you're going to definitely be turned off, and you're going to zone out. And that's not fair to the person. So I think if you can, in some way, it's time to end the conversation, because what'll start to happen is there'll be a lot of conflict, and that conversation is going to be really uncomfortable, and you really don't want it anymore. So you may want to try and look for some type of escape. Yeah, even if it's you don't want to look at the time. We don't want to do that, but you could say something like, I told something I was going to do something, and you can do that now. They may know what you did, probably, because they get it often, because they may be so totally left to the people they're trying to contact, but as far as the thinking, but they'll probably know what you're doing. But or you can just be honest and say, hey, look, what I see that we probably are not compatible, but hey, thank you for the conversation, and I wish you the best. I think that would be mature. So the third thing is, and this is honestly a no-brainer, the person is, I call it a project. Yeah, they're damaged. Yeah, they're bitter, they're angry, they're hurting. Yeah, and they're looking for someone to actually help them out through this whole path of fixing them. So when you get a conversation like that, okay, such as, I'll give you an example, someone who say they just broke up, or they've been broken up from a relationship for 20 years, I don't know, long enough that they should have actually gotten over it. And you hear the disdain, you hear the anger, and then it just puts them in a whole different space. And you find yourself counseling them. Yeah. Now you're a therapist. Yeah. That's a conversation, and definitely you don't need a second one. Yeah. Because this person is clearly not ready. Clearly. Now, if you are the type of person that want to be somebody's therapist, and that's on you. But I'm just saying, if you're looking for some conversation that's enlightening and makes you smile and make you want more, that ain't doing it. That's not going to do it. So I suggest, you make an escape quick, because they'll go on into a rant about, how much disdain they had for somebody. So yeah, second conversation, no. I mean, that's a no-brainer, actually. You kind of know that, hopefully, even though if they try to come back and sweeten it up and, I'm not saying everyone, pay attention to that. Yeah, no, that's not a second conversation. They really need to, work on it and then maybe, come back. So those are the three things, and hopefully I did three, but those are the three things that a second conversation should not be had. No. Okay, guys, so I'm sure what I said is a no-brainer, but sometimes you may second guess yourself and you wonder, well, maybe if I talk to this person a second time, maybe it might be different. Or you'll find that their conversation flips to, bitter Betty, bitter Bobby, to happy Hallie, happy Harry. But if it's flipping like that, again, I probably wouldn't have a second conversation, because there are some issues that need to be worked out. And I think, you'll find someone that actually, who is really ready, who has worked out a lot of things, that you don't have to worry about that. So when you initiate a conversation and the conversation is going absolutely wonderful, the conversation make you want more, the conversation makes you smile, the conversation make you actually don't want to get off the phone. I mean, those conversations are definitely, you want a second one, and you should have a second conversation, or initially, initiate a meeting at that point. So guys, I thought I'd give you the reasons why you shouldn't have a second conversation, because the reasons why you should have a conversation, you already know that. So until next time, I hope this helped a little bit. Until next time, guys, keep your vibrations high, happy dating, keep your spirits up. Remember, always think of the positive things. Always speak of the positive things that you want to come to you in your love life, not the things you don't want. Because when you say that, that is what the universe is going to hear. So the universe, or God, whatever your religion is, that's what's going to happen when you speak more about that. So speak more about the good things, opposed to things that you don't want. So until next time, guys, stay happy, keep your vibrations high, and happy dating. And I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.